Mabuhay and gracious day, Tamaraws. Be mindful to our deep dive into the world of media ethics, where we explore the crucial role of ethics play in journalism. The foundation of trust between the public and the press hinges ethical reporting. Without ethics, the integrity of journalism crumbles, leading to misinformation and loss of credibility. Today, we're focusing on the significant and tragic event, the Manila bus hostage crisis of 2010. This incident not only tested the mettle of journalists on the ground, but it also highlighted some profound ethical dilemmas in reporting.
Meron nga, Nel.
Oh.
May parang bumukas doon. At ayan, pinapasok.
The Manila bus hostage crisis presented several ethical challenges. Journalists had to investigate the murky waters of responsible reporting, the disclosure of sensitive information, and maintaining a balanced coverage in a tense situation. One of the major ethical issues was the real-time broadcast of police operations.
Ayun na, nakikita ko rito, ayun na, sa TV. Ginagawa nilang bago yung kapatid ko ng pulis. Wala namang kinalaman yan. Eto, pagka hindi nila binago yan, tutuluyan ko na yung mga dito, nasa sa loob. Tutuluyan ko na to.
This allowed the hostage taker to stay updated with the police movements via live TV, which severely compromised the rescue efforts. Unfortunately, these ethical dilemmas were not fully resolved during the crisis or in its immediate aftermath. While there were subsequent investigations and calls for accountability, systemic changes and measures to address these issues comprehensively were lacking. This unresolved status cast long shadow over the media coverage, potentially leading to biases and criticisms that affected the perceived reliability and depth of the reports. Despite the challenges, several key ethical principles were upheld during the reporting of the crisis. Transparency and accountability were at the forefront. President Aquino's refusal to impose a news blackout, despite the potential risk, was a clear commitment to transparency. This allowed the public to stay informed in real time, fostering a sense of trust in the government's openness. However, this transparency came with a price. The live broadcast accidentally aided the hostage taker, showcasing a delicate balance between keeping the public informed and ensuring operational security. Responsibility and sensitivity were also crucial. Michael J. Fast highlighted the need for media to balance their broadcasting rights with the hostages' right to life.
The police decided not to send in the media. Because his demands were not answered, Mendoza posted two shocking signs at the window that says, "Media Now" and 3 p.m. deadlock.
He suggested measures like delayed feeds and controlled broadcasts to protect the integrity of rescue operations. The fines imposed by the Kapisanan ng Mga Broadcaster ng Pilipinas or KBP on major networks for jeopardizing police efforts underscored the importance of responsible journalism. Media outlets in reporting the Manila bus hostage crisis in 2010 failed to adhere to several ethical principles. Live coverage provided vital information to the perpetrator, endangering hostages and the law enforcement. Some reports disclosed police positions and tactics, aiding the perpetrator and hindering crisis response. The focus on the perpetrator and law enforcement neglected the dignity and privacy of the victims and their families, lacking sensitivity and empathy. But that's about to change, because it's not just about getting the story anymore. It's about getting it right. It's about honoring the lives affected and respecting the responsibility we have as a journalist. Because when the camera stops rolling and the headlines fade, it's the truth that remains. The media outlets intentionally disregarded the mentioned ethical principles above. In their quest to have scoops from the crisis, it involves networks exhibited profound eagerness to capture every scene during the hostage crisis, outweighing the considerations of minimizing harm and respecting the dignity and privacy of the individuals involved. The intense competition among leading networks fueled a race to be the first to report breaking development, often at the expense of verifying information as well as avoiding dissemination of unconfirmed details. For that matter, prioritizing competition over ethical consideration may have contributed to the escalation of tension and the amplification of panic and confusion during the hostage crisis. The disregard for ethical principle in media coverage of the 2010 Manila hostage crisis had significant effects on public understanding. Misinformation and confusion arose due to the lack of verification, making it difficult for the public to discern accurate information. Pursuit of dramatic footage heightened the fear and panic, exacerbating emotional impact. Sensationalist reporting intensified trauma for those affected and induced stress in wider audience. Failure to uphold ethical standards undermines journalistic integrity and media credibility. The Manila hostage crisis highlights the ethical tightrope that media walks during emergencies. While the press has the right to disseminate updates, it must do so with respect for public sensitivities. As the president at that time, Aquino aimed to uphold transparency and accountability, accidentally compromising police rescue efforts as the hostage taker monitored their actions in real time. Overall, while the media's coverage aimed to inform the public, its ethical justification hinges on how effectively it balanced transparency with the safety of those involved. Therefore, we can conclude that the report's ethical justifiability is not a straightforward no, since it involves the principles of transparency on one hand and responsibility to avoid endangering lives on another. But surely, it had more impact on how it is unjustifiable because lives were affected and it created a mental distress for the audience.